Recipe book, theory of magic defense, advanced rune translation. Here it is. Potions and elixirs. It's a folder with lots of loose sheets. Most are handwritten recipes, but some are also cut from magazines. This doesn't look too bad. The power of elixir. Step-by-step instructions for beginners. Power elixirs grant superhuman strength and increased confidence. That's the one for me. Here's the list of ingredients and a step-by-step guide on how to mix the potion. I'd better see about getting the ingredients first. Some of the containers have little labels, while some don't. Hopefully I'll be able to find most of the ingredients I need here. Otherwise I'll have to look elsewhere. I'm only brewing one potion, so I'll take just one vial. I would love to sit here all day and study these books. Unfortunately, I don't have the time. I guess it's learning on the job for me. A wooden press. It can be used to press fruits and such to get juice or extracts. I just put the fresh mouldy slime in the press. Ugh. Ugh. Tasty. Mouldy slime extract. Peppermint. Hey, I need that for my potion. Could be fresher. It'll have to do. There's no label on this box. It's full of fat white grubs. They must be asthmatic trans fat maggots. I'll take them with me. A stone mortar and pestle. The mortar can be used to grind up potion ingredients. A stone mortar and pestle. That is the ghost mirror, behind which lies hidden Mage Balthazar's powerful magical amulet. I have to get in there somehow, but only ghosts can pass through the mirror.
You summoned me, Mother?
A book. Directions to the artifact are in an old book, and it is lost. That damned elf must have it. Not to mention a ring. A ring has been sent to the Archmage.
Curses! Who has it?
Just a no. My spies tell me that he is already in the town, but he has not yet been admitted to see the Archmage.
We must stop him!
Yes, before the old man becomes aware of anything.
I think I have an idea. The gnome will never reach the Archmage, but, Mother, I'll need your help.
Hello, Mr. Merchant.
Ah, the rat killer. What do you want?
I want to collect my reward. A powerful magical artifact. Got anything along those lines?
Well, of course. What would that be then? A fountain of youth? A sword that makes you invincible? Or maybe the goose that laid the golden egg?
I'll take the goose. Or do you by any chance have a sheep that lays golden eggs? Master Marcus likes sheep.
You're taking the piss.
Certainly. You mean you don't have any powerful magical artifacts?
You don't get out much, do you?
I'm looking for ingredients for a magic potion. Do you carry anything like that?
No, I only sell ready-made potions. All those creepy crawlies, pus essence and poisonous plants aren't for me.
I need to learn a magic spell. Have you got anything that might help me?
Course I have. I think I've got a bag of ingenuity around here somewhere.
So that's a no.
Yes, I sell things, not talents.
I'll come back later for my reward.
Take your time,
I have to go. Maybe I'll come by later.
if you have to.
No demon, no danger. Now that's what I call a big sandwich. The king and the other rats can really eat their fill from this one. I'm slowly starting to get hungry, but I think I'll save the sandwich for the rats. I found the pattern and the wand. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, Wilbur. Let me know if you need anything else.
Could you rats look for something in the sewers for me?
Sure. What do you need?
One of my tests for my final exam requires me to brew a potion.
Say no more. You're missing some ingredients?
You got it.
These ingredients for potions really are ridiculous. I always wonder, how did someone come up with the idea of mixing dragon snot with the hair from the backside of a raccoon in a potion? Really? How? What do you need then?
Here, see for yourself.
I'm afraid I can't help you with most of that. But this here, stag beetle antlers. Uncle Juan has some of those hanging on his wall. I'll ask him if he will give us a couple.
Could you get me those 2 ingredients? That would really be a huge help.
Not a problem for the King of Thieves. I'll hang the flag in front of the entrance again as soon as we have anything.
I need a powerful magical artifact. Can you get me something like that?
Unfortunately, that is beyond our capabilities. Such artifacts are very, very rare, and as far as I know, and I would know, there are no more in this town. Apart from the Archmage's artifacts, of course.
Could you help me learn a spell for my final exam?
I'm afraid that none of us is a mage.
Then I'll have to think of something else. And now for something completely different. Take care, Mr. King.
Take care, my friend.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
I have to learn a magic spell really quickly, and I thought maybe you could help.
What kind of spell?
Well, for my final exam, I have to cast a spell for Master Marcus. He says it takes months to learn, and I don't have that much time.
I don't think that should be a problem. I know lots of magic tricks.
Tricks?
For example, I know a trick that is largely unfamiliar to the experts, which uses a top hat and a rabbit. Your Master Marcus will be utterly dumbfounded by it. All I need is a rabbit and a top hat.
Wow! And you could teach me the spell today?
Indubitably. It'll only take 5 minutes.
Right! I'll get the rabbit and the hat. This is my lucky day. Almost too good to be true. But if something is too good to be true, it's sure to be true all the same, I always say. Could we play another round of the Wheel of Fortune?
No, I don't think so. You've already won the top prize, and knowing your luck, you'll clean me out completely. I'll be left with just the underpants I'm standing in.
Then let's just leave it. I'll just be going.
I have seen that you're going to come back. See you then.
That carrot can't even fit into Bertram's cage anymore. Maybe he really does eat a tad too much. I think this is doing him a favour. I already have enough creepy crawlies, thank you. Well, Fluffy Bunny, how are things? How about a luscious carrot for a change? The rabbit's clearly keen on the carrot, but it still isn't coming close enough for me to grab it. I'll have to think of something else. A rather large and ugly stone head. It has only been roughly carved, a truly primitive work. There's a plant growing on that tree. Hey, those are red devil's armpits. The tree looks anything but healthy. Its bark is covered in strange mushrooms, and it seems to be slowly sinking into the swamp. I have them! I wonder what kind of animal that was. And more importantly, are there any still alive round here? We'll see. Really rotten. Aha! Bone worms have been at work here. They go through bone like a woodworm through a tree. Now I have the worms for my potion. I wonder how it got here. Maybe in a flood? The carvings look unbelievably intricate. Someone must have worked very long. I think I can pull out a few threads. Yep, that's a nice thin rope. Shimmering blue mushrooms with green speckles. Those could be the ghost mushrooms I need for my potion. A top hat. Unfortunately, I can't reach it. A top hat. Unfortunately, I can't reach it. A large stove with a nice fire. At least it sheds a little light and warmth. A large stove with a nice... Whoa, a human skeleton. Maybe the poor soul was part of the ship's crew. I can't see anything all that interesting. The skeleton looks kind of old and smells a little, but otherwise...
I don't smell.
You almost scared me to death.
I don't doubt it, sadly.
Who are you?
I'm Death.
Ah!
Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
I'm just so excited because you're the first celebrity I've ever met. Death. Wow.
Bah, what is death in this world? Nothing. This is a damn point-and-click adventure. No one dies. In any other reasonable role-playing game, you have to kill 100 rats to reach the second level. Now that's a real game.
Point and click? And role-playing games? You mean like they play down at the tavern?
I mean all this.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. It's well beyond your mortal intellect.
Fine. People just can't die here, that much is clear. You know, I've noticed it's nighttime here in the swamp, but it's daytime in the town. Why is that?
I don't know. Probably magic.
Ah. Isn't death not the end, but just the beginning of something new?
I'm sorry. Are you trying to be intellectual?
Come on, it is one of life's fundamental questions.
I've never been interested in what comes after me. I just look ahead. You should, too.
That thing up there on the shelf, that's a top hat, isn't it?
Aren't you a clever one?
Well, I am a gnome of the world.
It belonged to my father. He always wore it. He was a grave digger.
You mean your father wasn't deaf?
No, I was the first one in the family to go to university.
Would you lend me your top hat for a bit? I'll bring it back to you in top shape.
You want to repair it? No. Father's top hat stays just how it is.
Then would you just lend it to me the way it is?
Absolutely not. It's an old family heirloom.
But you're deaf. Who's to stop you from killing people?
It's not that simple. I'm in middle management. I don't make any decisions. I just carry them out.
Which means...
It's the boss who decides when someone's time is up, not me. It's all written down in that book there, the Book of the Dead. Name and time of death of everything living in this world. But as you can see, there's nothing written in it. No murder, no accident, no suicide. No one has ever died here, and no one ever will die here. What am I doing here?
If you were to write a couple of names in the Book of the Dead, well, then you could go out and kill them, couldn't you?
And get into trouble with the auditors? No thanks.
Someone audits the Book of the Dead. What do they do?
They check the should and haves. Have I killed exactly the number of people I should have? One little death too many, and all hell breaks loose. Oh, no. I'm not fiddling the Book of the Dead.
Do you know the ghost mirror in the mage school?
Certainly. It used to belong to old Balthazar.
Master Marcus says it leads to the land of the dead.
Yes, it does. But only ghosts can walk through the mirror.
Isn't there some other way?
Why should there be? It's a ghost mirror. No living being would be interested in walking through the mirror, believe me.
Could you turn me into a ghost?
Ghosts are dead people who still have something they need to sort out in this world. You're still alive, and no one is allowed to die in this game. Do you see the problem?
I still don't quite get that.
As long as your name isn't in the Book of the Dead, I can't take you to the other side.
Even if I ask really, really nicely?
We're talking about the be-all and end-all, eternity.
So there's absolutely no way?
No.
Could you turn me into a ghost?
Ghosts are dead.
I still don't quite get that.
As long as you're...
Even if I ask...
We're talking...
So
No.
I have to be going. Deadly bored.
Oh, good grief.
That's the Book of the Dead. That book contains the names and dates of all those mortals the Grim Reaper is supposed to take. But at the moment, there isn't a single name in the book.
What do you think you're doing?
I just wanted to drop a playful greeting into the Golden Book.
Even if there were a golden book, you wouldn't be allowed to write in it.
Sorry.
What do you think you're doing?
Disturb the internal order of the universe.
Exactly. So please leave it alone.
Sorry. Let's see. These are stag beetle antlers. Lucky thing Uncle Alfred had these on the wall. That is to say, stag beetles don't have antlers. Hello, Mr. Merchant. Where are you going?
Away! Just away! Out of this hole! I'm going somewhere where my stuff will sell better.
But I still have one item to get from you. Well, theoretically, 2 items.
Rubbish! You've already chosen 2 things. The roll of magically treated cloth and the magic potion pot. The scratch-resistant easy clean pot set.
That's not true, and you know it. I want to select something else. Otherwise...
Or else?
Otherwise, I'll hold my breath until my face turns blue.
Doesn't bother me.
I'll scream. Really loud.
And who's going to hear you?
I'll... Otherwise, I won't like you and you can't be my friend anymore.
That was good. Why not? Here, you can have this sack. I can't take this for much longer. And now, be gone before I change my mind.
Right then, I'll grind the antlers to a powder. Done. Now I have the stag beetle antler powder for my potion. I finally have all the ingredients. I should go brew the potion. The directions are on the back of the recipe. Here goes nothing. Master Marcus, I'll start brewing that elixir now, if that's all right.
As you wish. But don't worry if it doesn't work the first time round. You can try it as often as you like.
Okay, thanks. And away we go. Put ghost mushrooms into the pot and stir until the water turns green. Stop stirring. Add mouldy slime extract and stir anti-clockwise until the potions turn pink. Add the red devil's armpits and wait until little red bubbles appear. Then stir clockwise as quickly as possible. Sprinkle the stag beetle antler powder into the potion. When the potion turns blue for the third time, immediately add the bone worms. Then add the asthmatic trans fat maggots and stir the potion clockwise 4 times, anti-clockwise twice, and then clockwise 3 times. Finish it off with the peppermint leaves for that fresh, minty flavour. Add a few leaves and stir until the potion turns a golden yellow colour. The power elixir is now ready. We recommend a berserker potion as an accompaniment. I did it! My first magic potion! Excuse me, Master Teacher?
What is it?
Master Marcus, look! I've finished the power elixir.
What? Give it here.
Did I pass?
Unbelievable, but true. Here, take it. Be sparing with it. A potion like that is valuable. You've passed the first exam, Wilbur. That's already one more exam than I expected you to manage.
I'll manage the others too.
If you say so.
I talked to Death about the ghost mirror. He said that only the dead may become ghosts and only ghosts can pass through the mirror.
That's right.
But Death also said that people can't die in this game. What did he mean by that?
I can't tell you that. But if it's to do with life and death, then he's your man.
But I can hardly let myself get killed just to get that artifact.
That's true. You'll have to look for something else. It is said that there's a Yeti cave somewhere in the North Country where an enchanted welly boot is being held which can be used to summon rain. Maybe you could try your luck there. You could be there in less than 2 months.
That'll take too long. I'll think of something with that mirror. I found an excellent spell. I'm going to conjure a rabbit out of a top hat.
I'd prefer something with sheep. But don't let me stop you.
Right, you won't believe your eyes. I have to study some more. Goodbye, Mr. Teacher.
Goodbye, little pupil.
Grandad told me about these. The treetop is jammed under a rock. A slight tug on the rope and the noose will tighten in a flash. That's the plan anyway. That should work. Ah! No! Thank the gods it was only knocked out. Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Look, here's the rabbit for the spell.
And a white one at that. That's perfect. Now we just need the top hat.
On my way. I'll just be going.
I have seen that you're going to come back. See you then.
I hope the contents turn out to be useful for something. It's bad enough that he swindled me like that. There are a number of fireworks in here. Is death that easy to cheat? What the...
Sounds like explosions in the stove. And it's all a bit That's never happened before, and it's a bit suspicious. But I can't take my eyes off the stove.
Wilbur Weathervin, White Ridge Mountains, date of death, right now. Incredible, I cheated death.
Strange. I don't know why the wood should be making such a noise. How very odd.
Although it wasn't as difficult as the old saying would have us believe. Hello, Death.
Hello.
I had another look at the Book of the Dead. And my name is there. It's my time to die.
Really? That's wonderful. Someone has finally understood that violence sells. Fare thee well, mortal. Ah, that felt good.
So, this is what it feels like to be dead. It's rather like Aunt Ethel's raspberry trifle.
Better not. He might do something to me when he finds out that I tricked him. I should get the amulet first. I don't look like a very happy corpse. Well, then again, my death wasn't exactly one you'd call a natural death either. I've been murdered by myself. Ordered and delivered, everything according to plan, as long as I get resurrected, that is. I don't look like a very happy corpse. Well, then again, my death wasn't exactly one. I've been murdered. Ordered and delivered. I hope I don't scare people too much as a ghost. I'd better head directly to the mage school.
Right then. Let's do it. I have it. I have the amulet. A fantastic world full of just incredible creatures over there, and it's so hard to believe how I got the amulet. It's a shame that only ghosts can pass through the mirror. Now I just need to see about coming back to life. That can't be too difficult. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Death! Look who's back!
What the... Oh, no! You're a ghost?
Woohoo! Of course I am.
That's becoming very trendy. People these days just can't let go. What do you want?
Why am I still here even though I should be dead? This is an outrage. I want to be revived on the spot.
I'm sorry, there's no chance of that. I bumped you off good and proper. There you are, lying over there, as defunct as a fridge in the Arctic. And it's not my fault you're a ghost. You just have to let go, lad.
I want to live! I'm too young to die!
You're already dead.
Too young to be dead!
That isn't up to me. Sorry. It's all in the book.
Well, this could all be a terrible mistake.
A mistake? You are dead, aren't you? Not undead or the like?
As a doorknob, but maybe I wasn't supposed to die yet.
Of course you were. It's in the Book of the Dead.
But I'm the one who wrote my name in the Book of the Dead.
Oh.
Oh?
Oh, damn. It was just too good to be true. Do you have any idea what this means?
Lot of paperwork?
No, that means I have changed the course of things. I've hugely overstepped my authority. They'll skin me at the next audit. It's not going to escape the internal auditor's attention that an unregistered ghost is floating around the place. You wouldn't believe what they did to the Norns when they fiddled the books.
What if you bring me back to life and we tear the page out of the Book of the Dead and never tell anyone about this little episode?
That might be an option. And you wouldn't really mind having to live again?
Oh, I'll just have to tough it out.
Okay. Come on, then. Lie back into your body. I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your desire to die.
Well, don't worry, it was an interesting experience. I still have the amulet. Master Marcus will be so amazed. Hello, Death.
Hello.
I didn't think my death would have any serious consequences. I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have killed you. It's just I've waited for this for so long, and it really is quite good fun.
Maybe you should look for another job.
Yes, death is not such a dependable business as people think. But what could I do?
You could look for an interesting hobby. Breeding toads, for example.
I don't like animals.
Or you could collect something.
I already collect dying people's last words. So far, I've got none.
Or you could take up reading?
The only book that interests me is full of empty pages. I don't think hobbies are really my thing.
You could look for an interesting hobby. Breeding toads, for example.
I don't like animal.
Or you...
I already...
Or...
The only book I don't think...
How about another profession? Your own business?
I've thought about that too. Becoming my own boss, making my own decisions.
Exactly. I'm sure there's lots of things you could do.
What do you suggest?
I could imagine you being in demand as a model. You have that emaciated look.
I only have this one cloak, and I don't know a thing about fashion. I only know about death.
You could go into research or assist in biology classes.
You mean I should lift my cloak in front of a bunch of kids and get reported by the parents? I'm not doing that. Not again.
Well, nobody knows more about killing than you do. So maybe you could work as a hitman, a skeleton.
Sometimes I have the feeling you don't listen to me. You can't die here. Should I just bury the people alive? Wait a minute. That's it.
What?
Live burials.
Huh?
I'll become a grave digger, like my father. I'll offer to bury people alive for a small fee.
But who wants to be buried alive?
There are plenty of people who do. Young people humiliated by their friends, old stars who don't want to be in the public eye anymore, rich husbands.
But what would rich husbands get out of being buried alive?
Nothing at all, but there's certainly something in it for the future widow. Who pays the bills is incidental.
I come from a long line of gnomes, and we gnomes are known to have the occasional truly strange idea. But never, not once in my entire life have I heard such a...
Don't say a word. You can be my partner. There's lots to do. We've got to order some coffins and do some publicity.
Well, you want me to be your business partner?
Certainly. There's lots to do, and after all, it was your idea that I should find myself a new job.
Well, I'm honoured, but...
First of all, you'll have to raise some venture capital. You'll have to convince someone with a lot of gold that our business idea has a future.
It does?
I'll begin trials in the meantime.
Trials?
You can't sell a service like this without trying it out yourself. Death and Gnome Live Burials Limited offers only the highest quality, complete with 100% guarantee. Write that down.
A top hat. Unfortunately, I can't reach it. Excuse me, Master Teacher.
What is it?
Look here.
Oh, my. Is that...
Yep, the amulet of Balthazar the Brittle.
How? How did you get your hands on that?
I went through the mirror, and after incredibly exciting, meaningless and challenging quests in the Netherworld, I managed to get the amulet.
I just can't believe it. A little gnome? How is that possible?
Everything is possible, remember?
I almost believe that too. If someone had told me that a gnome without mage history in the family would pass 2 mage degree exams in such a short amount of time, I wouldn't have believed it. There's a lot more to you than meets the eye, Wilbur.
Thank you. And I'm going to pass the last test too.
I still don't believe it, but I'd be happy to be proved wrong.
I have to study some more. Goodbye, Mr. Teacher.
Goodbye, little pupil.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
I'm supposed to ask you if you want in on a new business proposition.
I've always got a spare ear for that. Tell me about it.
Death wants to offer live burials.
What are live burials?
You bury people, living people.
That's complete nonsense.
I know,
How much capital does he need?
but I thought you said the idea was ridiculous.
That doesn't mean there isn't any money in it. Think about it. Death abandons his previous business model and strives aggressively into new markets. And I, as the widely recognized expert of the future, see excellent prospects for success.
But who would want to be buried alive?
No one. But that's not important. We'll get the money directly from the capital markets. Investors will be queuing up.
Okay, so I can tell Death you'll provide him with financial backing.
Of course. I'll come over this afternoon and discuss it all with him. In the meantime, I'll start feeding the rumour mill.
Okay then. I don't get it. Why give Death money when he'll never earn a single gold piece with his live burials?
That's not the point. We'll sell the story, the vision.
But sooner or later people will realise what a stupid idea that is.
Naturally, but that'll take time. First, we need a glossy prospectus with pretty coffins, and some joint ventures that create media attention. Sign up some celebs to give testimonials. Then the operational losses won't trouble us so much. We spend loads of gold, and more fortune-tellers will predict a good future for our company.
Why should they?
Because the shares they have in the company will then rise, and they'll not only make a profit, but also prove that they were right.
I didn't understand any of that.
That's good. If everyone understood, who could I sell my fortune-telling to?
I'll just be going.
I have seen that you're going to come back. See you there.
What exactly are you doing there?
What does it look like? I've dug a grave, with Grandfather's old spade in my hand and Father's top hat on my head. It's simply brilliant.
I asked the wealthy showman about risk capital. He may want to join us.
Excellent. It's going to be a success, I'm certain. There's a real gap in the market. Makes you wonder why no one thought of it before.
I can think of 1,000 good reasons right off. How are the trials going?
So far, so good. It didn't take long to dig the grave. I've got the coffin here. Of course, it doesn't meet the standards we're aiming for, but it's good enough for the trials.
Certainly.
Good. Then climb in.
Yeah. I want a more attractive coffin. After all, I am a partner in the firm.
You're right. But the delivery will take a few days. We have to use the time we have before then. Come on, hop in.
No. I'm afraid of the dark and claustrophobic, and I'm terrified of coffins.
That's fantastic. Then we can find out how to deal with problem customers. Come on, jump in.
No. It was your idea. You should have the honor of being the first to be buried.
Oh, that's so courteous of you.
Credit where credit is due.
All right, then. I'm too long with the top hat on. Could you hold it for me?
With pleasure.
Very comfortable thus far. Now, pile the soil on top.
Are you certain?
Of course. Just do it. Fantastic! The darkness, the silence. You have to try this. We should have funeral music. And the customer should have his photo taken with me beforehand. Write that down, Wilbur. And we'll have canopies for the bereaved. Have you got that, Wilbur? Canopies and gun salutes. Cannons, Wilbur. We need cannons.
I hope he's happy now. Let's see. Nope, nothing more there. I'll place the flag back in the entrance. It sure is helpful having allies who know their way around the city. Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
I have the top hat for the spell. I had to pry it from death's icy grasp, so to speak.
Well, at last we've got everything. Come over here. Put the top hat on the table. Put the rabbit in. Now I'm putting a black cloth into the hat. This on top and finished. As you can see, an empty top hat.
But
you have to do a lot of arm waving and the like. The audience mustn't be allowed to get a proper look at the hat. Then you say a few incantations and make a big to-do about it. You haven't got a pretty assistant, have you?
Isn't that...
Once the excitement has reached boiling point, then... Ta-da! You pull the rabbit out of the hat, but make sure the cloth stays in the hat. Otherwise, the whole trick is blown. Quite clever, isn't it?
That's fraud, and it's not magic either.
Of course not, but it looks like it.
But I wanted to learn a real spell.
Are you out of your mind? That takes months.
I can't just swindle my way to my diploma with a trick like that.
Excuse me, you said you wanted to get your mage degree, and you said you needed it quick. This is your only chance.
Oh, what choice do I have?
Good luck with the show. I have seen that you're going to come back. See you then.
I don't think he can help me right now. Excuse me, Master Teacher.
What is it?
I'd like to show you the trick. Spell.
I look forward to it.
As you can see, the top hat is completely empty. Abracadabra. Bunny, are you okay?
Fantastic. You've almost transformed the rabbit in the hat into a sheep. That's extraordinary. Almost impossible. There must be considerably more magic in you than I ever thought, Wilbur Weathervane.
Oh, thank you. But I had a fantastic assistant.
I'm speechless. You're the first gnome in centuries to become a graduate mage. And you've passed the exams quicker than anyone else in history. What's your secret?
That has nothing to do with luck or providence. I had to work damn hard for that.
As unbelievable as it is, you've passed all 3 exams. Wait. Mage degree for Wilbur Weathervane from the White Ridge Mountains. My brother won't believe his eyes.
Your brother?
The Archmage.
The Archmage is your brother?
Yes, of course. He always believed that our bleak fate would take a change for the better. And slowly, I'm beginning to believe that again, too. You've given me hope, Wilbur Weathervane. You know that? Nothing can stop you. You're a fine example to me. If there's anything I can do for you, come back. You have a friend in me.
Oh.
Now go. You've waited long enough. Give my brother what you came to give him.
I'll leave him there until I've been to see the Archmage. Otherwise he might try and bury me next. I tore the page with my name on it out of the book. I hope Death doesn't get in any trouble. I'll leave him there until I've been to see the Archmage. Otherwise he might try and bury me next. Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
I cast the spell for Master Marcus.
And? Did it go well?
No.
No? Did the cloth come out as well?
No. I put a rabbit into the hat and I pulled out a sheep.
Then you've done something wrong.
No, it was magic. I transformed the rabbit into a sheep. Master Marcus was overjoyed.
That's really impressive. Congratulations. We could go on tour with that act.
Oh, sorry, no time. I'll just be going.
I have seen that you're going to come back. See you then.
Psst.
Hello, Mr. King.
I told you you'd do it. We're all so proud of you.
Thanks.
Our work is now done. We are all well fed. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Oh, you want to leave for the country?
That's right. But if you want to come and visit us, Master Wilbur Weathervane will always be welcomed by us rats. So long, Wilbur.
See you soon. The King of Thieves and the other rats have left. I can't expect any help from that quarter anymore. Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Hello, Willowbrush. What do you want?
Cast your eyes on this. Effective immediately. You may address me as Master Weathervane, and I wish to see the Archmage now.
Weathervane? How come Weathervane?
That's my mage name, Master Wilbur Weathervane. Now open the gate and smartly. I wish to speak to the Archmage.
And what is it? Why is this gnome wearing mage clothing?
Your Honour, this is Master Wilbur Weathervane, an accredited mage and therefore a member of your order.
Nonsense. I know all the mages in the land.
But it's true. I completed my degree today under your brother's tutelage, Master Marcus.
That's impossible. I've no time for such absurdity. Take your leave, gnome.
But I'm supposed to give you something. A ring.
A ring? From whom?
From a gremlin. Yesterday he landed right at my feet in the White Ridge Mountains. He gave me this ring and said that it could decide the course of the war.
Master Alistair, I turn to you in great haste as well as in great fear. I have made a discovery that could decide all of our fates. I know where the artifact of destiny is to be found. Your Serene Highness, you know the stories. A legendary artifact created by the goddess of destiny and providence. An extraordinarily precious and dangerous thing. As good fortune is bestowed on its carrier, everything that he attempts succeeds. Everything that he desires he receives. Everything bends to his will, always. It is a truly dreadful power. A god's power. Just imagine if this were to fall into the hands of the enemy. I have found that the artifact is hidden in a temple on a small island called Sordia. You must find it and bring it to safety. You must! Help us, Master Alistair. You're our only hope.
That was him. That was the gremlin who was taken away by these evil types on a dragon.
Shades? The Shadow Army has taken this gremlin prisoner? Sir, we have to send everything and everyone to this island. Every ship, every griffin, every...
Enough! We have to behave inconspicuously. We don't know what information the Shades already have, and we mustn't help them get on the right track.
No, sir. But if they have the gremlin, then it'll only be a matter of time until we...
The island of Sordia? Where the devil is that? I've never heard of it. I'll be leaving the city for a few days. I have to do some research in the archives.
But the Seastone archives have lots of...
Silence, guard! I will send a group of trustworthy comrades to the island as soon as I've found it. And you... One word of this message, just one single word, to anyone, and I'll grind you into a fine powder. Understand?
Of course. Understood, sir.
Go! Leave me alone with the youngster. And don't let anybody up here, mage or not. Understood?
Understood, sir.
And you, Mr. Weather Thingy, you've done very well indeed.
Weathervane, sir. Thank you. My granddad won't believe this when I tell him.
That won't be possible for some time. You'll have to stay here and hold the fort. I want you to prepare for a small expedition. Find some companions. 2 should be enough. You shall all go and fetch the artifact as soon as I have found the island.
But when it comes to something as important as this, wouldn't it be better to send an experienced treasure hunter?
Nonsense! No one knows you. You don't even exist as far as the enemy is concerned. You won't arouse any attention. That is our most important weapon in this matter. You'll be back long before the enemy even knows what's happening.
But I think...
Enough said! I am the leader of the order, and this is an order. Choose 2 accomplices and wait here for me. And don't talk to anyone about this. Dismissed!
When
will I be back? As soon as I can. But it might take a few days for me to find the island we're looking for.
The gremlin told me that a book hidden in his secret cellar describes the way to the artifact's location.
Really? That's good to know. That went better than I had hoped for.
A fiendish plan, Marcus. Well done! Now you know where the artifact is hidden, and the real Archmage will remain out of your tentacles for as long as I need. Mother will keep him busy. She's summoned up all of her dark magic. When he returns, you will have the artifact of divine fate in your hands at last. and Seastone will burn, just like every other Alliance town.
Oh man, yesterday I was sweeping floors and today I'm a certified mage and part of the greatest adventure since Nightilo fought the broccoli monster. An artifact that grants unlimited power. Hopefully the Shades never get wind of it. In their hands, something like that would definitely mean the end of the world. But the Archmage won't let it come to that. I'll find myself 2 companions and wait here for him.